Hey, and welcome back. In this lesson, we will wrap up our backend and tackle our last feature, which is uploading the user avatar. But before we start, there are a few mistakes that I made in the previous lesson, so let me fix them really quick. So back in the user controller, let's scroll to here. So success should return a 200 status instead of 500. And also down here, I'm missing a C in access. And also down here. All right, I will give this a quick save. All right, now to uploading avatar. So we will not write this in our user controller. We will actually create another controller dedicated only to this feature. So I will open my sidebar, and inside the controller folder, I will create a new file called upload controllers.js, and we will also create another route. So in the routes folder, let's create a new file and call it upload routes.js. All right, before we start writing out our upload function, let's navigate to this website. And you want to sign up for a free account. This is where we will upload all the images, and this service, Cloudinary, will host our images for free. All right, and once you have created an account, log in, and we will continue the next step. All right, now that we are logged in, let's go to our dashboard. And these will be the three things that we will need right here. So the first thing will be our cloud name. Let's copy that and navigate back into our VS Code. And then into our .env file, let's create a new key called cloud_name equal to our key. Next will be our cloud_API key. And then the last one will be cloud_secret_key. All right, let's go back to Cloudinary. Let's get the API key back into VS Code, paste it here, and now our secret key, copy to clipboard, and then paste it here. Give this a quick save, and then make sure to restart the server. All right, let's go back to Cloudinary. And the next thing we want to do is navigate to media library. And I'm actually going to delete everything. So delete. Also this sample image. Next, we want to create a new folder and name it avatar. Now let's go inside that folder. And I will drag this image in to upload the image. This image is available in the GitHub repository. So this image is a blank avatar. So all of our users will by default have this blank avatar until they upload their own. And the way we make this happen is first, let's copy the link of the image. So right click on the image and then copy URL. Now let's navigate back to VS Code. I will close my terminal and then open up our user model. And a while back, we left our avatar by default a blank string. Now what we want to do is paste in that URL and give this a quick save. Now by default, all of our users will have a blank avatar. Next, we will add two more packages. So open up the terminal and then open another terminal. Make sure we are cd into the server folder. And the first package we want to add is Motor. This will help us upload files. And the second package is Cloudinary. And of course, this is for working with Cloudinary. I will press enter and let that run. All right, cool. I will close the terminal. Now let's create a new folder called uploads. And this is where all the images will be uploaded to first before transferring to Cloudinary. Alright, now in our server folder, we will create a new folder called uploads. Alright, now let's work on our upload controller. First, we want to require in Cloudinary, so const Cloudinary require Cloudinary. Next, we want to use the file system provided in Node, so const fs equal require fs. After this, we want to pass in all the Cloudinary secret keys, so cloudinary.config. First will be our cloud name, and that will be process.env.cloud_name. Next will be the API key, and that will be process.env.cloud_API_key. Next will be API secret, and this will be process.env cloud_secret_key. Now we want to define our controller, so const upload controller, and our first function will be upload avatar. It will be async request response, and then our try and catch. Display the error 500 JSON message. Next, let's export this out before we forget. So module.exports equal upload controller. Alright, before we continue with our controller, there are two more middlewares that we are going to use. So let's navigate to our middleware folder and create two new files. The first will be upload image.js, and the second will be just upload.js. Let's focus on upload image.js first, and I will close the sidebar. So in this middleware, we will use Motor to handle uploading images to our upload folder. And in our upload.js is where we will check the format of the file and only allow images like JPEG or PNG. And we will also define its maximum size. So all of that will happen in upload.js. Alright, now let's go back to upload images.js and work on that. Alright, the first thing we want to do is require in Motor. So const Motor equal require Motor. Next, we will need to set the storage, which will be our upload folder. So let's say const storage equal motor.thisStorage. In there, we will define the destination. So destination, it will be a function which will take in request, response, and callback. So for callback, we will put null, and our destination will be our uploads folder. Next, we want to define a file name. So file name, let's have a comma right here. It will be a function. It will have the request, the file, and callback. So this is necessary because we want the name of the file to be unique, because we don't know what file name our user are going to upload. So therefore we need to make each file name to be unique. So let's say CB will be null, and then file.fieldName. We want it to have a dash plus a date now, and then the file original name. So this will make sure to give us a unique file name every time. Next, we want to define a filter. So const Fowler filter. It will be an arrow function that takes in the request, file, callback, and we will set the callback to null because we will use our own filter, which is in our upload.js file. Now we actually want to upload, so let upload motor, our storage will be storage. Our file filter will be filer filter. Now we want to export this file, so module.exports the upload, and we only want to upload a single image, and it will be avatar. Let's give this a quick save and navigate to our upload.js and work on that. Alright, the first thing we want to do is require in the file system from node. So const fs require fs. Next, let's export this out. So module.exports. It will be straight to our function, which will be an arrow function that will take in the request, response, and next. So the first thing we want to do is check if the file exists. Then we want to tell our app to use the upload folder. After that, we want to define the file type. Next, we want to define the file size. And then if everything was a success, we want to call next. Alright, to the first task. Check for the file. So let's say if the type of file is undefined, or the type of file that's in the request body is also undefined, we want to return a response of a status of 400 and a JSON message saying issue with uploading this image. And I made a typo up here. There should only be 3 equal signs instead of 4. Alright, next we will let our app know to use the upload folder. So let image request file dot path. We also want to jump in our server.js file. And down here, let's say app.use. The uploads folder will be express static uploads. Give this a quick save, and let's jump back in our upload.js. Alright, next we want to define the file type that the user can upload. So let's say if the file type is not JPEG and the file type is not JPG and the file type is not PNG, we want to remove the file from our upload folder. So we do that by saying fs our file system unlinked sync, and we will remove the image and also return a message to our user, a response of a status of 400 and the JSON message saying this file is not supported. Alright, next we want to check for the file size. So let's say if the file size is a little greater than 1 megabyte, we want to remove the file from our upload folder. So once again, fs unlink sync the image and then return a response of a status of 400 and a JSON message saying this file is too large. We also want to let the user know the maximum of the file size, which is 1 megabyte. Alright, and if everything passed, that means we will call our next function. Let's give this a quick save and then navigate to our upload controllers and finish that. Alright, now to our try block. First, what we want to do is get the file that the user wants to upload. After that, we will upload it to Cloudinary. Alright, to the first task. So get file. let's say cons file will be the request file. Now we will use Cloudinary API. So Cloudinary v2.uploader.upload. First, what we want to upload is the file. And the next thing, where we want to upload it in Cloudinary. So it will be in our folder called avatar. And we will crop everything and set the width to be 150 pixel. And the height will also be 150 pixel. We want to keep it consistent and small. And then finally, let's say crop, and it will be a fill. Alright, after this, there will be a callback function. In this callback, there will be an error param and a result. So if there's an error, we just want to return the error. And then also we want to remove the file out of the uploads folder. So fs.unlinksync, and we want to remove that file. And if everything is good, we want to respond with a status of 200 and a JSON message saying uploaded successfully. We also want to get back the result, and in this result there will be a URL where we want to use that as the user new avatar. So let's say URL will be in the result, and if we look inside that, there will be a parameter called secure_URL. Alright, let's give this a quick save. Alright, next we want to navigate to our upload routes and let's define the upload route. So cons route equal require express dot router, and then we will need our two middlewares. So cons upload equal require inside our middlewares folder the upload file. Next will be cons upload image require inside the same folder upload image, and then we will also need our auth middleware. So middlewares and then auth. Lastly, we will need our upload controller. So upload controller, and that's in our controller folder, and upload controller. Alright, now we will say route.post, and the path will be /API/upload. First, we will use our upload image, and then our upload. Next will be our auth, and then our upload controller, which will be upload avatar. Now we want to export this route. So module.exports route, give this a save, and then navigate to our server.js. Let's scroll up and require in our upload routes. So cons upload routes equal require, and it's inside our routes folder, and then upload routes. Let's scroll down, and then let's say app.use upload routes. Now let's give this a quick save, and then open up Postman. Alright, let's add a new request. Let's name it user upload, and then it will be a post request, and our endpoint would be this. Next, we want to go to headers and put in our access token. So first authorization. Now let's sign in. Let's get our access token. Let's copy it back to the upload routes, paste in the access token. Now navigate to body to form data, and the key will be avatar, and make sure it is a file. So now let's upload an image file that is less than 1 megabyte. Let's click send. Alright, there seemed to be an error, so let's go back into VS Code. And behind the scene, I did some debugging, and it was in the upload file. I have misspelled mime type, not mine type, so it should be an M right here. And also JPG instead of JPQ. Alright, I will give this a quick save and then retest in Postman. Okay, I will attempt to upload this one more time. So click send. And alright, our file was uploaded successfully. And this is the link for the image. So if I copy this and open up my browser, paste it in, and this is the image that I uploaded. And this will also wrap up the lesson. So now we have completed our front end and back end, and in the next few lessons we will finally put everything together. I hope you're excited, and I'll see you then.